Well, joining us now, we've got looking ahead to what's happening in Sierra Leone and the Isle of Man fishery protection vessel, which of course went over there just a couple of years ago. Victor, we met when you were taking that boat, of course.
Yes, of course.
We'll come to that in a minute, but Mr. Gawne, you're keeping the relationship with Sierra Leone going. What have you been doing this time?
Yeah, I'm really very pleased that Victor and his team have been able to come over to the Isle of Man. And primarily, the visit was about Victor and some of his officers finding out a little bit more about how we do fisheries in the Isle of Man, but it's also proved to be quite beneficial to my own fisheries team in finding out just how extreme the conditions are that these officers have to work in Sierra Leone, and perhaps making my team realise how lucky they are. So that's been quite beneficial. But this is an ongoing programme of support that we are giving to the government of Sierra Leone. As much as anything, it's also including my political time to actually go and work with the minister, because we've got people like Victor who have extraordinarily good qualifications in fisheries management and fisheries science, but what we actually need to do is influence the decision makers, because you can have the best advice in the world, but if you choose not to follow the advice, then you're largely wasting your time. So a lot of the work I've been doing has been focusing on the politics to try and ensure that we get the right decisions. And indeed, it does seem to be paying off, the work we've been doing together with the World Bank and indeed Victor and his team. I'm sure Victor will tell you better than I can, but there's some really good benefits.
Okay, let's come back to that in a minute. But let's go back 2 years first of all. Let's talk about the boat and the pictures you are there on board. You're a very happy man.
Oh, yes.
Did it all work out for you?
Quite well, yeah. It worked out well because before we never had anything. Like I said, 2 years ago, we never had anything, and it was like a magic one to me when I saw this size of boat ready to go to Sierra Leone, and I know how much it will go, how much it will impact the management of the fisheries.
This time last year, the BBC did a programme featuring the Cornish fishermen and coming out to see you and dealing with the pirates. It seemed that you turned a corner. This boat has definitely helped. And you're both nodding away on that.
It's not just the boat, I mean, it's also the satellite monitoring system that we've been working on with the government in Sierra Leone. And indeed, Victor will tell you some of the statistics, but certainly this year already in the first quarter, there's been a significant increase in government income as a result of the illegal fishermen recognising they can't be illegal anymore and actually going to the ministry and paying the appropriate rates for fisheries licences and transshipments and all this.
So where does it go from here? I mean, you're over here to have a look what we're doing. You've been over there only recently, again, to keep up the Isle of Man's presence.
Well, actually, it was working with the World Bank, again, on politics, trying to help both the World Bank, who follow World Bank rules and do things in a particular way, in the way only large bureaucracies can, and then trying to interpret the politics, because politics in Sierra Leone, it's not that dissimilar to the Isle of Man, but there are differences, and we do need to
we haven't got pirates.
Well, I think the way in which politicians' minds work are remarkably similar all around the world. In Sierra Leone, the minister is interested in probably two main things. One is making sure there's enough fish for the people to eat, and the second one is increasing income for the government. So trying to translate the minister's needs into how the World Bank works has been my role in the last visit.
Okay. Finally, where do we go from here? I mean, this relationship seems to be working in both ways, by the sounds of it. Anything else you want from us?
Yes.
Yes?
We'll never be tired. One thing I'm expecting now is a longer or bilateral ties between the Isle of Man government and Sierra Leone. These are my expectations, because we can achieve more, we can get more when there are bilateral ties.
Yeah, and I would agree that some of this is purely about humanitarian support for one of the poorest countries in the world, but we've got to also recognise the Isle of Man is a country that has expertise in a wide range of areas that Sierra Leone is interested in. We're good at writing contracts, we're good at managing risk, we're good at managing funds. There's lots of potential there for us working in Sierra Leone.